I call the Monday, June 26, 2023 meeting of the Carver School Committee to order at 5:02 p.m.
And I want to share that this meeting is being held virtually in accordance with the Governor of Massachusetts March 12, 2020 order, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law. And obviously Area 58 is here recording, and this meeting will be replayed on Area 58.
Excellent. Thank you, Scott. Okay, so first on our agenda, we have Pledge of Allegiance. So if everyone could please join me. Right?
You're not going to be able to see me.
I know, right?
It's kind of silly. All right, here we go.
Everyone ready? Okay.
Yep.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the
republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. So that brings us to comments from the general public. I don't see anyone in this meeting other than us.
Yeah, at this time there is no one else in the meeting.
Okay. What time is it? It's 5:04. So, all right. So seeing as how no one is here but us,
I have a meeting right.
we will. I'm sorry.
We
will move on to recommendations from the superintendent.
Okay, which is Ron's here to do some budget transfers with us. So if you give me a second, I will pull up the agenda and the budget transfers.
Great. Thank you for being here, Ron.
Of course. As Scott's pulling that up, I'll give you just a quick context for why this is on here. So
Great.
We're coming to the close of FY23. We probably have one more set of transfers we'll do really at the end. It'll be in August, when we meet one more time then. But this set of transfers that you see just helps us tidy up the books for us so that we can see what we're going to end up with left. Oh, sorry.
Ron, sorry to tell you, I just want to confirm that everybody can see the transfers.
I can.
You can, okay.
Everyone else?
Yep.
So this is this set of transfers is sort of your large end of year set of transfers. It's just typical for our end of year. We take a look at some of the big heavy hitters here, but as always, I'll answer any questions you've got across the budget. This is the time of year we do prepays for out of district costs, out of district special education costs. If you recall, we built that into our FY24 budget when we finished that up in February, March of this year. So you see the out of district costs there. And essentially what we do is we, shake out the couch cushions or anything left for FY23. The statute allows us to prepay a certain portion of FY24 out of district special education costs. So we do that to try to get ahead and give yourself a little bit of a buffer and balance your FY24 budget. We do that annually. A few other accounts that you see some transfers on, closing out our short-term subs. Those are your day-to-day subs all in this year. You spent a little over 9,000 more than budgeted. Year to year, you're a few thousand over or under. That's not atypical necessarily. You may have just had a flu go through in a particular, month in the winter, and this is how we sort of close things out with that. You see shifts split for charging custodial salaries. The elementary school, we had some movement there, so we adjusted accordingly with those hires. Offset, obviously, to the athletic director services. You can see some special education ESP sub costs there as well, special education testing. The MyFlex Learning is just a software that the middle high school brought on this year to help manage some of the time that they use for clubs and those sorts of things during the day. 70 upfitting kits. Those are kits that we add to minivans to show that they are, pupil transportation. We add those on there. I can go through the rest of them, but you can see them there in front of you. Those are probably the major items. You've got your budget, FY23 budget, really closing out the fourth quarter as well. All of that down to the penny. And as always, your transfers are net neutral or net zero transfers. you have any questions on transfers, anything FY23, happy to answer anything you've got. But again, you'll see this budget one last time in August when we do the official closeout and we take a look at any turnbacks.
Great. I appreciate that. Ron, if I could just ask you if for the August meeting, if you could just make a note to give us a recap of where our legal fees stand
Sure.
based on the recent increase in public records requests and open meeting law violations that we've received. I think everyone would appreciate knowing the status of that to
Sure.
wrap up the year.
I'll get an analysis for that for you. Okay,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
great.
So we would need a motion to approve the transfers.
I make a motion to approve the transfers as presented by Ron to the school committee.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second, and because we are virtual, these will be roll call votes. So Stephanie Clarity, aye.
Kelly Nemi, aye.
Katie Sullivan, aye.
Colleen Zanuski, aye. Keely Guy.
Okay, so that is unanimous 5-0. Thank you, everyone. Again, thank you, Ron, for the explanation and for all of the details. We greatly appreciate the transparency.
Yes.
Okay, and that brings us to reports from the school committee, which is the superintendent's evaluation. The final document was shared with everyone in our Google Drive. This was something that the subcommittee worked on, and then that we reviewed at a meeting. Is it in May? At the beginning, yeah, in May. I'm sorry, it was in April actually, because it was before the election.
April.
Because because Jen Pratt was able to participate in that meeting and
April
that
4th.
vote. So my apologies. Long process, good process. So we will need a motion to approve on the ratings that were presented. And Jackie, since you were not on the committee and not involved in this process, I would just ask that you abstain.
Yes.
You're certainly, more than welcome to review it, ask any questions. Again, when we have our retreat in August, we'll be going, over this process as part of that agenda that day.
Mhm.
So if we could
Okay.
have a motion, then we could have any discussion if there needs to be any.
Just quick question. Just, are we approving the whole evaluation or do we have to say ratings?
No, we're just approving the final
Okay.
document as we already voted on all of the ratings. So we
Okay,
don't have
perfect.
to go through it.
Okay. I move that we approve the final 2023 superintendent evaluation as is.
I second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? So I just want to say that I appreciate the time and effort that Kelly put into working on this with me. Clearly, I appreciate Scott's, efforts and dedication and commitment to our school district. And I know that as with every year, there are always challenges that, right, everyone faces in education, but I feel like our district has really had some challenges and some things to overcome that made this past school year a lot. And I appreciate your professionalism and your commitment and your willingness to give so much of your time to our staff, our students, our school committee, and just members of our community. So I just want to make a point to say that, Scott. I see you, I appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work collaboratively, as a committee alongside you and your administrative team and your alt team and everyone across the district. So just thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. And I enjoy working with the committee and obviously with the community as a whole. I actually just finished my 30th year in Carver in total.
Oh,
So,
Wow,
That's
that's
amazing.
amazing.
so well, I technically I was hired in November, so it's 29 3/4 years.
Okay.
Just round it up,
my
Scott.
30th school year, almost completed. And, you know, obviously I love the Carver community and I love being here. So just want to thank the community and thank the committee for their support.
Absolutely. We'll have to make sure that we have some type of a recognition in November. So Katie, make a note of that, please, so we remember.
Mhm.
Oh, Gina's here, so I'm sure Gina will
Yeah.
remember.
You could
anyway.
also, if we have a class reunion, you could come celebrate then.
There you go.
Scott,
Oh,
you
that would
just made
be
me old.
that would be so great. Okay, so we had a motion and we have a second. We had discussion. Now we just need a roll call vote. So Stephanie Clarity, aye.
Kelly Nemi, aye.
Katie Sullivan, aye.
Colleen Zanuski, aye.
And Jackie, if you can just state that you're going to abstain for the record, please. Oh, it looks like, is Jackie having connection issues? I see her on here twice. Is she with us?
Not sure. Zoom says that she is, but maybe she's
I'm back.
back. Okay.
Okay. It looked like you were having connectivity issues to me. So if you could just abstain from the vote for the record, that would be great.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. With each vote or abstention, we need to state our name and then what our vote or abstention is.
Okay, Jackie Lake abstaining from the vote of, and I was disconnected. So I think it is
Sorry, that's fine. The superintendent, the final vote of
superintendent
the superintendent
evaluation.
evaluation. Okay. Thank you very much. So
Mhm.
that's 401. Okay, so that brings us, well, since we are in reports from the school committee, I just want to mention super quick that there have been some mailings from MASC lately that I just want to confirm that everyone has received. The Summer Institutes in July, and then I just received my the information about the joint conference in November, which is kind of crazy that we're sitting here in June and making plans for November. But I just wanted to mention that these were out in case anyone was available to attend, or interested in attending, or had any questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. I will be at the Summer Institute in July, and I will bring back any materials that they distribute to the committee to share with everyone. Okay, so with that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn to executive session. As written in the background agenda, making sure to mention we will not be returning to open session.
Okay. Sorry, I don't have the background agenda open. Let me.
I do. I move that
Thank
the
you.
school committee chair working, oh wait, nope, that's not what I was supposed to say. Sorry, hold on. I was one down. That doesn't say. I move that we close this general meeting, open meeting, to reopen in an executive session, not to reopen in a public forum. I really messed
Yes.
that up.
Yeah,
And you need to state the
I can
reason.
help you out. You do have to state the purpose of the executive
You have to
session.
state the exact purpose
Oh,
of
and
the
purpose
executive
is
session.
to review open meeting law complaints filed on June 15th by Peter Allegrini.
Against one or more of the members of the school committee.
One or more members of the school committee.
And I
Like
second
pulling
that.
teeth.
Okay, so we have a motion and we have a second. And again, this needs to be a roll call vote because we are virtual. So Stephanie Clarity, aye.
Kelly Nemi, aye.
Katie Sullivan, aye.
Colleen Zanuski, aye.
And Jackie Lake, aye.
Okay, thank you, everyone. It's 5:17 and the public portion of the Carver School Committee meeting has officially ended, and I will see the members in executive session. Thank you very much, everyone.